The next tile is My Support. Let's have a look at that now. We've made some really great improvements here, and we'll just go through those now. If I double click on this area, it'll take me to the support, My Support, and you'll be able to raise a case directly. You'll see here that I've already got a case, so any open cases you have will be listed here. So you might have two cases that are here. By clicking on this, it'll take you directly to your case, rather than having a look at a list of cases. It'll also tell you what the status is. Here you can see that it's saying assigned. If I float over the top of this battery-like icon, it'll tell me that it's set to a medium priority and what that response time is. Now, if I want to change that priority of my case, if I'm finding it becoming urgent, I can right-click and go down to urgent and change the status of that. So now if I go in, you can see it's got changed the priority to urgent and the response time. And this has come up in a little notification, a little bell at the top of the screen. So it's for this 137620. So that's my ticket. I can go in here. If I click on it, it'll bring that case up. Now, a bit of terminology, I guess. This is a little notification that comes up. It'll come up when we update the case. It'll come up for us when you update the case. Apart from that, there's these are called chevrons. So often you might have to expand, and you'll see that a little bit later. Best thing you can do when you first come in is probably grab this line by just moving your cursor over the top, putting your left button down and just dragging it down. So you can see I've got other cases here, but basically I've got a test case that I've got called DriveWorks. Alright, if I want to add a comment to that, I can. Just hit the tick button and I can say, hi, any news, and then this issue is getting urgent. So I've done that, and also I do have to do to communicate that to the AE, which happens to be me, the application engineer, AE, is to hit the tick box. Now, because I'm logged into our system, I'll actually in a minute get an email, and I can show you that. It says there's a note, hi, any news, this issue is getting urgent, and that's been sent to me as the assigned application engineer. So as soon as you update it, we get that news, and this is putting it straight into our system. Now, to lodge a case in the first place, again, go up to the home button, come down to My Support, double click, you'll see you've got Lodge Case. Go to the chevron, and you're ready to go. I'll just call it Test 2. You can get to put an area in, so whether it's 3D VIA Composer, Translation Expert, we've got a new product called SWOOD, or we could just have SOLIDWORKS or one of its add-ins. So if you can give us that information, that's great. Initially the priority is set to medium, but you've seen that you can change that. Put in the description. Need to reactivate. Other things you can do is, if you have some files that say you've zipped up a pack and go of your files, for those who are familiar with SOLIDWORKS, or if you have a zip file, you can actually just grab it and drag it and drop it here. So just left mouse click, say something like this, I can grab it, I can drag it and just drop it. Now there's a few other icons. I can attach a file, so by clicking on this I can browse to a file. I can attach the model that I've got open at the moment. I can take a screen capture if there's something in particular that's just on the screen. And I can send my registry settings, which will give the application engineer what version of SOLIDWORKS I'm using and what service pack I'm on. So when I'm done, all I have to do is hit Lodge Case. You can see Thank you for lodging the ticket with MyInterCAD, and you've got your ticket number. So it's been opened, you've got a ticket number, and you know that we have it. So it's 137623. So I can either go back to the home and have a look on my tab, my support tab, and see that I've got that new case there and just click on it there, or I could have a look in my cases. Now I've clicked in here, I need 137623. Just hit my enter key. There it is. Need to reactivate. And at the moment it hasn't been assigned yet, so it's just in our tech support area. Apart from that, you've got account cases. So these are all the cases that your company has lodged with us. So again, I can hit the chevron, come down, and this will be filling up. So if you've got colleagues that have had similar cases, or you believe that they have, you can actually go in here and have a look at those cases and try to get some information from those. So I'll just leave that for now. Again, another click on the chevron reduces it down. Another one of the things you might say, you might add a comment and say, I would like to do a remote session. And again, I'd hit the tick. So at my end, I've connected up to the client and I'm about to do a remote session. Again, I go up to the chevron here for the remote assistance. Select it. You can see that I'm waiting, that I've got a session ready to start, and then I can hit the start session. If this has happened fairly quickly and you're talking to someone over the phone, they may not have prepared a session already. They may have got the session key and they may give that to you directly. So what you can do is you can go up to Open Web Client. That'll take you to the support area. I can put in my name and the support key and just hit continue, and that will connect us up for our support session so that we can do a remote session. So as you can see, by being able to contact you directly, have the interaction in this form so that we can add a comment at any time and you can add one to us. You get an update that comes up here that tells you that the document's been updated so that you can have a look, and if you want to add a comment you can, or if you want to go back and look at perhaps right clicking on the icon, you can change the priority. If it's not so urgent anymore, that is an option as well. With My Support, we've looked to minimise the amount of time you spend raising a case. Thank you for your time.